Hello there, Marvel fans. This is Stan Simmons, and in this video, we're going to be talking about a fallout that we've heard last night. And yes, it's completely shocking to hear. And obviously, you know by the name of the title, you might have heard about it already. But yep, last night I've heard that Sony and Marvel Studios have pulled out of their deal. So, which means no more Spider-Man in the MCU, which I'm not really happy about. I am not happy about what's going on here. I just can't believe that this is happening, that Spider-Man is not going to be in the MCU anymore. It's completely disgusting, really. Disgusting to hear that this is happening. And when I heard this last night, I thought, no, I thought it was some kind of joke, or I thought, nah, this can't be real. But then, obviously from last night and this morning, nothing's come out and saying, oh, it's all fake and everything, but it's actually all real. It's actually did happen. And you all might be shocked about it. Well, the ones who haven't heard it yet, but I'm completely shocked myself when I heard it last night. And in my head, I was going like, what's going to happen now? How are they going to say Spider-Man's missing? How are they going to sort this out now? Well, I mean, yeah, there is one way how you can try and ignore him now, because obviously what happened in the end of Far From Home, so yeah, that's one way they could exit him out of that universe for now. Well, eventually they might try and get him back, but we don't know. But obviously, for some of you who haven't figured out yet, it's like, what went down then? How could the fallout happen? Well, I found there's an article of one I found, and there's two articles. I'm not going to get into read a lot, but I'm going to read a little bit of it. So, according to the what led down to the fallout was, there's one article about on IGN, and one bit I was reading about, it says about Sony's film studios chief, Tom Wanman. I'm going to be sorry if I mispronounce words or miss them out, but bear with me. Yeah, Tom Wanman and Marvel's president Kevin Feige have been talking for months. In the end, near party was really to cover enough ground to come to a agreement. Obviously about what happened recently. So leading to the breakup of the partnership, and we move off Feige from his producing role of any future Spider-Man movies from Sony. So yeah, according to what I've been hearing on the news as well. So it seems like I think they were trying to discuss more into the agreement of what they made in 2015. For Marvel and Sony to share Spider-Man. Obviously, they must have tried. Maybe one of the companies tried to do an extra thing, try to do something to the deal. But obviously, one of the sides didn't like. Well, Marvel or it depends who bought it. It depends if they said, okay, we want that in the deal now. Obviously, they didn't agree, so the partnership went out. So pretty sad, really. And obviously, from there's more articles more onto the story about the agreement on 50-50. I mean, we all saw that, because obviously Sony and Marvel were sharing him, so it was like a 50-50 kind of like sharing the character. But it's completely sad about that. But pretty sad. But I will leave that article in the description below so you can have a read for yourself. I mean, as I said, I'm not really going to have a read to it, because I don't even want to read this stuff after what I've been hearing. And now, then another thing came out sometime after that, which I'm finding a bit of a weird. Like, I don't know how this is going to work. But according to this one, this article, and this is from another one, this comicbook.com, and the title is 2 new Spider-Man films with Tom Hardy replacing being development. Now, you might be saying, hang on, how can that happen if he's out of the MCU now? Well, here's according to what the article says to this one bit. So, there are 2 more Spider-Man films in the works at the moment. There are no details on what the films may be about or who is taking lead of their created side. However, the reports do say the director we've had for the last 2, would be overseeing the films with Hardy starring. Ooh. And then there's another report saying that this news would come as a welcome bit of information to fans if it wasn't for the last audience. I think that's what it says. As the report says, Feige likely would not be the lead creator producer of the entire movie unless something I'll spell it out. D-R-A-M-A. I mean, let me spell it again. D-R-A-M-A-T-I-C happens between the companies. So, what's going on there? I mean, how can you do another two Spider-Man films with Tom Hardy, if he's not in the MCU anymore? How can Sony do that? They can't. But you would have then, in a way, that has to mean that these two had to be like another trilogy now. This would have to be in their own universe. I mean, these can't be in the MCU then, because obviously now Spider-Man's back at Sony, it's like we can't have these two films connected to the MCU, which I'm not really happy about this. This made me disgust when I saw that. I was like, no, you can't do that. You can't really do that because now. And I said to myself, why would they want to use Tom Hardy now? I mean, I thought the whole point was if they were going to use Spider-Man eventually, maybe their own Spider-Man in the Venomverse, I thought they would have to cast someone else. But if these two are possibly now added to the Venomverse, you screwed yourselves, Sony. Sony, I'm really going to say this now. Sony, you are the dumbest idiots I have ever seen entire life. Okay, some of your films are all wise, but you are screwing the film side. Some of your films you can't even get wide. You can't even get some of your films wide. I mean, I know I just said I did enjoy your films. I mean, your amazing, your animated Spider-Man film. Alright, you did perfect on that. That's because obviously you really did a good job on that, and you must have really thought cleverly how to do that film. But for live action, step away from that. You should get off with the film stuff, Sony. As I said, some of your films, they're not good. You should just stop making films and just continue with the PS4 and all the consoles. You're really good at that bit. You're only good at game stuff, like the consoles and like that kind of stuff. That's the only thing you're good at. The film side, get out of it, Sony. You suck. You completely suck. You do, Sony. And I'm sorry to say this, but I hope you rot in hell, you do. I hope you burn to hell. I hope your burning catches on fire and none of you in that building get out. I know it sounds bad. I know that sounds, oh my god, that's mean and everything, but I'm sorry. It's just how, this is all this Spider-Man news. I just feel like, whoever's idea was this, I want them to burn in hell. And I bet I bet Amy Fingy was involved as well. So I hope she rots in hell from this. But don't worry. I mean, there is one thing that will happen now. I mean, I've been seeing on Facebook. Storm Sony. And I want to say that. I support it. You storm Sony. You storm Sony. Go over there. Storm it. Get Spider-Man's rights. This is the plan I said after seeing this. And I did think about it last night before this started to happen. I said we should storm Sony. Force one of the people to sign a contract to say 100% of Spider-Man and these characters go to Marvel Studios. Get someone to sign the contract on their part. Get the contract. Get out of the building as you can. One to Marvel Studios. Go to Kevin Feige. He says, Feige, here you go. Sign your part of the contract now. So then you got all the characters and Spider-Man to your list. Do it quick. Then he does it. Bang on. Spider-Man and his characters are back home. And we all can stop partying and be happy that he's back home. Go and do that, because I am 100% supporting on this. Go and do that. Please. Please don't. I mean, you will get in trouble if you're doing that, because I bet you will get in trouble for it, but really, don't. Yeah, go on, do it. Just do it. I'm messing around, but hey, if you want to do it, I don't mind, but I wouldn't really encourage you to do it, but after what Sony's like, screw Sony, just go and storm the place. That's all I just want to say on here. I didn't want to make a long video. I wanted to try and make a 6 minutes video, but I really wanted to get my anger out of this, so yeah. So yeah, if you do want to see these two articles for yourself, and if you want to, and I will put the link as well to the Storm Sony on there as well, so you can have a look for yourself if you want to get involved with it. But if you want to keep up with me Marvel news, that my Marvel page in the description below, so you can keep up with that. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Put your comments down below about this. What do you think of all this? I mean, are you not happy about this? Are you furious? what are you thinking about all this? Let me know down below. Also, share this out to your friends. So if they want to see a different type of YouTuber, like me, show one of my videos and they like it, they can subscribe to this channel. And if you are new to this channel, this is what I do. I do the Marvel and Transformers Cinematic Universe news. That goes with the trailers, the Super Bowl TV spots, clips. I know I always keep saying trying to get one in, but that hasn't happened yet. But hopefully maybe next year with Black Widow, hopefully. And what else? And spoiler reviews. Only the film side of the Transformers or the Marvel films. But when it comes to the spoiler trailers and clips, I avoid those really because I want to be more surprised when I see a film. So I avoid the spoilers, the little spoiler ones. So yeah. And and last but not least, you want to see my last Marvel video, click here, my channel. Make sure you click the bell so you can be notified when new videos are up. And here to see my last Transformers video. So that's really, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video and hearing sad about Spider-Man out of the MCU. Rest in peace, MCU Spider-Man. Love of God, just bring him back to the MCU, please. We could all pray. We could all try and pray to God to say, please let them change their minds, but might not work. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. See you again soon. Oh, and as I said, join the Storm Zone. I wouldn't mind if you do that. Peace.